In the North Valley, investigators are releasing more information about the murder investigation that led to a discovery of a meth lab near Chowchilla. Madera County Sheriff's deputies have identified the couple who was murdered and say they were visiting from out of the country.
Action News North Valley reporter Natalie Granda is live at the scene with the latest on this investigation. Natalie.
Graciela and Margot, investigators still looking into both those crimes that happened in this duplex. And I'm going to step aside so you can see that signs have been posted on the window of that room in the duplex where the meth lab was found. Now, deputies are still investigating who was renting out that room. And meanwhile, they're working with the Department of Justice to determine whether that lab had any connection to the murder that happened right next door.
We live in a good neighborhood. It's always been a good neighborhood. This thing's kind of rare.
Neighbors are still in shock as investigators release more details regarding the bodies and the meth lab found behind the doors of this duplex.
We're still trying to solidify statements from anyone who has any familial or friendship relationship to the deceased. We're also trying to run down the folks who, at least in name, had leased the unit next door.
Investigators have released the names of the two victims as 70-year-old Armando Villanueva and 63-year-old Marta Torres. Sheriff Jay Varney says the city's fire and police department were responding to a fire at the home when they found the two bodies inside. He says both had significant signs of trauma. As they were searching the other side of the duplex, investigators also found a meth conversion lab with materials they believe came from Mexico.
It could be sheer coincidence, it could be that they're related, or it could be somewhere in between. That's something we're still trying to run down as part of the investigation.
Varney says the victims were Mexican residents and were renting out the apartment while they were in town to visit family. So far, he says there's no hard connection between the victims and the meth lab and are searching for surveillance video that could help with the investigation. Now, Varney says the autopsy should be wrapped up by the end of the week, and by then they should have a better idea of how the couple died. In the meantime, they're asking anyone with any information on the incident or anyone who knows anyone that lived inside that duplex to please call the Madera County Sheriff's Office. Live in Madera County, I'm Natalie Granda, ABC 30 Action News.